Brandon! You haven't done a decent video since Christmas. Also, it's Christmas.
I'm busy. Also, I was working with this blue Pegasus for a little while.
Yeah, well, did you know it's the 25th anniversary of your favorite movie?
Balto?
All Dogs.
What? Right then, I gotta review All Dogs plus tie it in with Christmas somehow. Too easy. Plus, I already reviewed it. I have to review the first movie. It has to be for the 25th anniversary.
Why don't you do something original, like review modern cartoons?
Nah, it's too easy. Plus, I'm stuck in the past, which is a little depressing. I'm gonna leave to someone a little more experienced, if you get my drift. Now, if you excuse me, I have some work to do.
Idiot.
All Dogs Go to Heaven, my favorite film ever, plus the very first movie I reviewed when I still used Windows Movie Maker. Those were some dark days. This 1989 film follows Charlie Barkin, voiced by Burt Reynolds, a con artist, thief, liar, and just general douchebag, standard traits for a character we're going to love, and his partner Itchy, voiced by the late great Dom DeLuise. As the life of gambling, drugs, and booze is interrupted when Charlie's previous partner, Carface, voiced by Vic Tayback, kills the delinquent German Shepherd. He's sent to heaven, dances with a whippet for a while, and is probably sent back to Earth with an awesome watch as his life insurance. He ends up meeting an orphan girl named Anne Marie, voiced by the late Judith Barcy, who has the ability to talk to animals. Charlie, seeing this as an exploit, decides to take care of the girl with his less than enthusiastic partner. But of course, this leads to some fun, singing, and something a little more between the relationship of this cold-hearted mutt and his orphan friend. Now, this all seems a little dark to some, and that's because it is. Drinking, smoking, gambling, mention prostitution, swearing,
Damn that Carface, I'll kill him.
kidnapping, murder, a fairly accurate portrayal of hell. Wait, this is supposed to be Christmas related. Let me just, there we go. I haven't watched this film in years, so I was a little apprehensive watching again in fear of it not holding up. But with the holidays coming up, where the expression for what or who you love is empathized, I thought it would be appropriate to share what I love with others. That and this film's 25th anniversary took place this year. 25 years, good God. Some old appreciation came back with viewing this film again. The animation is fluid and in amazing detail as usual with a Don Bluth film. Same guy who made these. Though it's a little more distracting when you watch it on HD, seeing all those lines and little pencil snippets once in a while. The voice acting is great, particular to Charlie and Itchy. Their chemistry is amazing together. Charlie is selfish, confident, and quick to anger, while Itchy is a little more apprehensive, scared, and skittish, or itchy if you want to put it that way.
It was, we could share a nice little place in the Himalayas.
I hate the Himalayas.
Wait a minute, they got gambling, they got races.
So what?
Well, they even got a town called Tibet. You know, Tibet. Listen, boss, we can nab us a few llamas, a couple of mountain goats, open a track of our own.
You know, he's got
boss.
something up his sleeve.
Yeah, a gun.
The dialogue between one another is genuine and never feels like it's some guy reading off a script, considering that they're supposed to be best friends who are actually played by two very close friends in real life.
He said to Don Bluth, who used to work with Disney, that he thought it would be a good idea to make a picture called All Dogs Go to Heaven. And he was the first guy, and then I was a little dachshund. I talk, I'm a dog, just put them together, like that. He said, no, we're going to be in a room together, and our mics will be alive. So when he said, and this is what the script called for, but where'd you go? I mean, why did you go away with that little girl? I was jealous. And he said, because she's my friend. And that was it. And then I ad-libbed. I thought I was your friend. I got emotional because of our relationship, and we had a talk. I'm telling you, that whole conversation came out of our relationship also. He just said, you are my... Well, I mean, I'm telling you that when I listen to that section, I get all choked up. In fact, it was great to be a part of that section of my life, you know, it was nice.
Plus, with the fluid animation, it shows some great expressions and quotes between the two characters. There should be some mention of the other actors, such as Judith Barcy, who played Anne Marie, who is absolutely adorable. Plus Charles Nelson Riley, who plays a smaller part as a dim-witted partner to Carface named Killer. There are some songs, of course, some more memorable than others. I still absolutely love You Can't Keep a Good Dog Down. It's great fun, and it still annoys the hell out of my brother after all these years.
Oh, you can't keep a good dog down. Wow, wow, wow. You can't keep a good dog down. Wow, 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 wow.
Though the background score for the movie is absolutely amazing, beautifully composed and fitting with the 1930s setting of this film. So how does this movie tie in with Christmas? No, not that. Well, last year in my Grinch review, I explained that Christmas is what you make of it, and that it's the little things that drive me back to my love for the holiday season. Well, it's much like the small things that make Christmas special is what makes All Dogs special. To me, anyway. Have you ever tried to explain why your favorite film is a cartoon animated film from the late 80s? Or any particular film for that matter? It's one of my first memories as a baby, in particular at Christmas time. It was my first introduction to dogs as a kid and how awesome and lively they can be. It's that hand-drawn animation that no movie can top or even something we even see anymore. And maybe I like seeing those weird little pencil lines once in a while. It's the characters who are still memorable and unforgettable and continue to still get fan art drawn of them to this day. Or maybe it's that damn ending that gets to me every time.
Charlie, will I ever see you again?
Sure. Sure you will, kid. You know, goodbyes aren't forever.
Then, goodbye, Charlie. I love you.
It's the little things like that that keep this movie alive for me. No matter what sort of extravagant, insane, or downright awesome movie comes out, it still remains the best one of them all. It remains the top dog, if you will, pun intended. It's like tradition for me to appreciate it once in a while. Same thing like we do for Christmas once a year. We remember the great memories we lived and the feelings that it brings us. You can say that both the holiday season and this film are subjective in that way. You can make whatever the heck you want out of them. But yeah, that's how I feel. I love the holidays, and I love them just as much as I love this film. And there doesn't seem to be anything that's going to change that. But hey, if you got something that you love, don't be afraid to share it with others. You might find that it could be the best decision you've ever made. I know it was for me when I first shared my love for this movie a few years ago. And things haven't been the same since. In a good way, that is.
Brandon here, or as you know me as VirgoTraps12, saying that I've been tagged. That's only 4 out of the 53 animated movies I have. But DVD got scratched up, and my Xbox 360 wouldn't read it, so...
Don't. Review over. Merry Christmas. Hey, go in.